Shmai, GTA chums, we have an awesome discount this week. This is discount of the week. It's a Karan Sultan Classic for 0.8 million or 1 million if you do not have the tuner's discount. So we're going to customize it for a start, and then we're going to go straight through into the race performance kind of drive around muggy nonsense. First off, my microphone failed again, so I'm talking you through this, and this is actually sped up. So I'm not going to and ah too much, but I'll give you a few facts about the Sultan Classic, which is based on the 1998 Impreza 22B STI 2-door. Now this is the model that came after the 555 GC8 model, which is the Rally Champion, which was the most successful 4-door variant, which is represented in the Sultan RS, which in my opinion is a better car technically, but this is a better car than the RS because you can do tuners class races in it, and it's also based on the WRC 97 WRC 2000 2-door, which got some rally victories but not nearly as many as the previous variant. And it cost, if you wanted to buy one in real life, probably cost you about 400 grand. I like this red colour, by the way. Yeah, red and yellow. It goes down really well. So we went for just a plain red with a yellow race. Was it race yellow pearlescent? Well, you can go back and see it. I've not been paying attention. I've been reading off my details about the Subaru. So yeah, it's got all the tuners kind of business. So you can lots of heavy modification, but the performance on this car is also a super dream. Just like the Sultan RS, and the RS Classic is very similar in performance, and they're going to be pretty close if you're going to race one against the other. Wasn't too sure about this line on the side, but I decided to get rid of it in the end. And I like the sun strips, but it's a shame there wasn't any writing on it for this livery. And with the spoiler, you can go for any. Those chubbier ones were the ones to go for. If you wanted a more of a rally build. What is it? Suspension. You want to go for sports, not the race. You want to go for the second best one, really, because if you camber it too much, it ends up spinning out too much basically when you're racing it. So as a race build, just go for the sports suspension. And we have off-road rims, which is what you need for all racing, really. Off-road wheels because you get less jiggle, less bump, which you kind of need with this car. It is a little bit jiggly, but it's overall it's pretty good. It's a decent car. It's a top tier. And at this point, I actually forgot to do this. I forgot about the bonnet, the hood. So you want to have that massive scoop on. That was the best one. There it is. To represent the Subaru Impreza, and specifically this livery. What's that helicopter doing there? Sorry, that helicopter gave me a bit of a bum steer. So, and I'm going to have to throw a grenade on it because for some reason my sticky bomb has vanished. Why does it do that? A couple of grenades, just to be safe. Anyway, going to take it on the road and then take it on the track for a bit of a race performance kind of business. But in the tuners class, it's one of the top 3. Personally, I think it's the best. Gives me the best performance of all of them. Far better than the Coleco. So here we are on some more jiggly rough ground, and it's got some good stability. You can end up spinning it out sometimes on the corners, but the cornering is excellent. That is what really makes it far better, far superior than the Coleco. And as a rally car, the Coleco, as in the Toyota Celica, was an excellent rally car for sure. Revolutionised it and allowed Japanese cars to. Well, it brought Japanese cars into the rally scene. But this car cemented it for Japanese manufacturers and made them super excellent. Especially with Colin McRae in charge. Getting around these corners though, we are having no problem getting around the corners there. Just a bit of a jiggle there. In the tuners class races, it's the best all-rounder in the top tier. So if you want the car that's best for cornering, it's the Emperor. This is the next best for cornering, but it also has great acceleration and better speed than the Emperor. But the Coleco used to be the one. Well, it kind of is the one that's faster and faster accelerator. I'm not sure about that anymore because I've not tested it recently. But personally, I find the Coleco has too much understeer by far for those races. So I don't race the Coleco. I just get it out every now and then when I want to punish myself and think of what it could have been. Should have been a much greater car than it is. But it is still a good car. The other thing that the Coleco shares with this car is that they both have excellent engine sounds because they have the ALS, the anti-lag, with the turbos, which you can hear it popping off every now and then, and that growly kind of sound with it. So look at the popping coming out of the exhaust there. I like the details in this car. It's really mighty fine, and I wouldn't build it as anything other than a rally car, but you can build it as a standard kind of car as well for the street. So you don't need to do a rally build. You can build it however you want. It's up to you. But I'm going to always pretty much show you the rally kind of variant. And this is the previous build was a bit less rally-ish, more like a street nonce kind of car. But yeah, this is one that you might want to go for with the rally, and I prefer this look, I've got to be honest, with the red. The 555 livery is the one to go for, the yellow one. You'll know what I'm talking about if you're a fan of Subaru rallies. 555 is a cigarette brand, which is obviously it isn't endorsed by Rockstar, which is why they have something else which I can't remember on the livery now. Karin, that's it. They have the Karin in yellow livery, which I'll have shown you. Anyway, this car is a must-have if you don't have a tuner's car for racing, a top-tier tuner's car. If you have the Emperor, you might not want to buy it, but if you don't, then I would just buy it and assume that you're going to do some tuners races at some point. Excellent car, and this build is showing how beautiful this car can look. Look at the internals. That looks like a great rally build. You don't have to do that. You can revert to the more standard stock look. Look, I've got stock seats there, and you can do whatever you want with it. So anyway, if you found this video useful, or if you want to see me do some more rallying around, then drop a like. Subscribe if you really feel the need for speed, and give me your comments on this car. Which is your favourite tuners class car? Because I really want to know, and let me know why and what colour is best as well, of course. Thanks for watching, and I'll leave you with the mighty engine sound of the Subaru Impreza. Beast.